Students, we are in 15th chapter, that is your e-commerce. So we can continue with this chapter. So previously we have discussed the introduction related to e-commerce, evolution of e-commerce. So what are the models that are available in e-commerce, everything we have finished. And in this session we are going to continue with the next one, that is your e-commerce revenue models. So first of all, you people tell, what do you mean by revenue? What do you mean by revenue? Yes, in which way? Revenue means money, so how much income they can get it. So for what and all, by means of which way they can earn extra money. So that is your revenue. So in this, you people can earn money by using the e-commerce concepts. For that also we are having many models. So first we can discuss the first one. Okay, ma'am. So normally, already I told you people, what do you mean by e-commerce first of all? Before that e-commerce, what do you mean by commerce? Yes, buying and selling of products and providing services is called as your commerce. Doing the buying and selling in the online, that is the electronic, is called as your e-commerce. Already I told you people, okay ma'am. So in e-commerce, just you people can buy and sell. So rather than buying and selling, many organizations, many companies can make money from the internet. Not only just by buying and selling any commodity. Commodity means goods, that is products. There are many other ways by which companies can make money from the internet. So we are going to see what are the ways. Okay, wow. Yes, first we are going to see the first one. It is your affiliate site. The first one, it is your affiliate sites. Yes, what do you mean by this one? Yes, it is nothing but it is a third party marketing. What do you mean by affiliate sites? Means it is nothing but it is your third party marketing. What do you mean by third party marketing? Yes, here what are the parties normally involved in the business? Yes, first party is your seller, second party is your buyer. So in between you people are going to have a third party. What is the role of the third party then? Yes, this third party is going to market the product. So in which way he is going to market the product, the customers, that is the buyers, will be attracted by that way and they are going to buy that product. Since the third party is involved in making the product more attractable for the customer, some commission are paid from the first party to the third party. So this is the way how the third party is earning money. So just you people apply the same concept to the websites. So here you people are going to have some website. What the websites are going to do? Yes, they are going to market the product such that it attracts the customers more. So the marketing is mainly done by the third party. Okay, wow. For that we are having many websites. So these marketing websites will be paid. When they will be paid? Yes, by means of this website. If the customer is going to purchase a product, means they will be paid. So by means of this third party website is going to get some revenue. So clear with this one? So normally this type of website is what it is going to do? Yes, it is going to give a price comparison service. It is going to give a price comparison. So price comparison can be done in this. Okay, wow. Price comparison can be done. Similarly, many reviews can be given. Review about a certain product can be given. So next you people will be having many shopping directories. Shopping directory means many lists will be there. From here you people can compare everything and just you people can purchase. Okay, wow. And many blogs will be there. What do you mean by blogs? So customers, if they are going to give some comments or suggestion about that certain product, means that will be displayed. So affiliate sites are going to do these and all. So by means of this, the customer is the customer is attracted. That is, it is going to attract the visitor by means. How it is going to attract the visitor? Yes, by giving more information about that product. By giving more information and tutorials. What do you mean by tutorials? Assistance. Okay, wow. So by giving these and all, it is going to attract the visitors. Okay, wow. So clear with this one? What do you mean by affiliate site? Yes, next one, it is your auction site. Next one, it is your auction site. What do you mean by auction? Yes, what do you mean by auction? Yes, here what is actually going to do? Yes, auction means, yes, just you people are going to, many will be suggesting some amount of money for a certain product, and when the amount is increased or reasonable, that certain object or goods will be given to the concerned person. Okay, so by doing this auction, the commission will be paid to the site which is offering this auctions. Okay, so here auction site, it is a kind of website that auctions the item on the internet, and it is going to get commission from the sales. After the sales is made, the commission will be given. For this one, the famous website is nothing but www.ebay.com. Okay, wow. Yes, ebay.com. It is your famous auction website. Yes, next we can have the next one. Next website, it is your... Yes, next it is your banner advertisement. It is your banner advertisement. Here what it is going to do? Yes, just it is going to display it is going to display advertisement. That is, it is going to display some ad for you. What this ad is going to tell? Yes, it is going to tell about the products, other companies, and by means of this advertisement, this certain website is going to earn revenue. It is going to earn your revenue. And next we can have the next one. It is your bulk buying. Bulk means what? Buying as a whole sum. Okay, wow. Sites. Yes, what this site is going to do? Yes, this site is going to collect a number of users together. Many users are brought together, and by means of that, they are going to buy similar items. By means of this, they are going to buy similar products or similar goods. Here the sites negotiates a discount with a supplier. So they will be asking for the discount from the supplier, and by means of that one, they are going that website is going to take a commission. Okay, so that is your bulk buying sites. So here the main famous example is www.alibaba.com. So this website helps for bulk buying. Bulk buying means many customers are brought to that to buy a product of same type or different type. So clear with the four that we have discussed by now. The first one, it is your affiliate sites, auction site, banner advertisement, and next one, it is your bulk buying sites. Yes, next we can see the next one, it is your digital publishing site. So the next one, it is nothing but it is your digital publishing site. Yes, what do you mean by publishing? Yes, here they are going to publish their books. So books will be published, no? So here if they are going to do it digitally means online, means it is their digital publishing site. Here what actually they are going to do? They are going to host their books, magazines, and everything that is written article just by means of E means electronic format. Everything will be done in electronic format. So how they are going to earn revenue in this system? Yes, they are going to make profits in a number of ways, by means of which, just by means of advertising and selling, they are going to earn revenue. So here what is actually happening? Here they are going to host e-books and magazines. These are the few examples, okay, and magazines. Then how they are going to get revenue? Yes, revenue by means of Yes, by means of selling and advertising. Okay, wow. These are the way by which digital publishing sites works for you. So here you people can have an example. It is nothing but www.wordpress.org. Yes, next we can have next one. It is your licensing sites. What do you mean by license? Yes, they are giving permission to use something. So here actually what they are going to do now, here they allow other website to make use of their software. So by means of that one, they are going to search, or they are going to do anything within their own website more easily. So by means of that also they can earn revenue. The next one, it is your licensing sites. Okay, wow. Now, what is actually happening here? Yes, it allows to make use of their software. So another website is going to use this person's software. So they are allowing them, okay, to use that one. So for example, search engines you are having, no? So here what the search engine is going to do, it is allows the visitors to search for a site, okay, within the website. For that purpose, so search engine is an example for licensing sites. Search engine. Yes, next we can have the next one. It is your name your prices site. Name your prices. Yes, what do you mean by name your prices? It is more or less similar to that of the normal sites only, normal retail sites. Normal retail sites. So here what is actually happening? So the buyer negotiates with the retailer for a particular product or service. Here the buyer is going to, the person who is going to purchase that product, he is going to make some arguments or make some suggestions based upon that. The buyer is going to use that product. Okay, ma? So that is your example for name your sites. Yes, next we can have the next one. That is your online shopping malls. Online shopping malls. Yes, by the name itself. So what this site is allowing you people to do? Yes, it is allowing you people to have multiple e-commerce traders in a single website. So here you are having multiple e-commerce traders in a single website. So many are here for you people. So then what you people can do? Yes, you can go on with a many traders at a many products at a single time, and you people can compare each and everything, and by means of that you people can purchase. So what actually the online shopping, that in between website is going to do? So they are going to sell their goods. They can sell their all luxury types of good. By means of this selling, they are going to get few percentage of their profit. By means, since many e-commerce traders are using this website for the purpose of performing the selling, that is some transaction, so certain percentage of profit is given to them, given to this type of websites. So who is going to pay to that persons? That is your website's person. Yes, the owner or the person who is selling their product. So a few percentage of their profit will be given to that. So clear with the revenue models. What else we have discussed by now? So totally I think we have completed 8 revenue models. What do you mean by revenue? So you people are going to earn extra amount. So not only by using the e-commerce, there is no need to buy or sell. So by means of some other concepts also you people can earn money. The first one, it is your affiliate sites, and the next one, it is your Next one, it is your auction site, then banner advertisement, then bulk buying sites. Next one, it is your digital publishing sites. Next, licensing sites. Next, name your price size. And the next one we discussed, it's your online shopping mall. So clear with the revenue model. What else we have discussed by now? Yes, next we are going to have the comparison between traditional commerce and e-commerce. Yes, what do you mean by traditional commerce? Yes, normally what you people will be doing to purchase a product or buy a thing or buy a goods, what you people will be doing? Just you people will be moving to a supermarket or to a store. Just you people will be seeing, checking all the products physically. Just you will be touching that one, just you will be feeling that one and checking for the rate and comparing the rate between each and every brand. Everything will be done physically, that is personally. It can be done in the case of traditional. So after that, based upon your need and taste, you people can purchase it and then you people can pay the amount and you people can have the product in your hand. So this is the way how you people will be doing the traditional commerce. So actually what is happening in e-commerce, that is your electronic commerce. What else you people are doing is just imitated, just you people are doing that one in the case of e-commerce. Here you people can't physically touch anything, but you people can see that one everything, but you people can see, you people can compare the prices for each and every product also you people can do, but you people can't touch the product physically until you people are getting that product in your hand. That is, after delivering the product only, you people, that is the buyer, yes, the person who is going to buy the product will be able to feel or touch the product. So these are the points that you people will be having under traditional commerce and e-commerce. Yes, first now we can see what is the first one. Yes, first point is nothing but in traditional commerce, buying or selling of products and services physically. So here buying or selling is done physically for you people, okay va, or done physically. In the case of this one, it's carry out all the transaction electronically. So transaction electronically on the internet. So that is the first point under the comparison of traditional commerce and e-commerce. So what is the next point you people can have? Yes, here the customer can easily identify, authenticate and talk to the merchant. So here communication between the merchant can be done. Communication between the merchant. But in the case of e-commerce, you people can't. So seeing the merchant is impossible. Seeing the merchant and talking about that products or discussing anything about the products or bargaining or asking to reduce the money, everything is impossible in the case of e-commerce. Yes, and the next point is, in this case, the opening the store all the time is quite impossible. So next point is impossible to open the store all the time. Impossible to open store all the time. So here they will be having some limit to open the store, but in this case it is available all days, all time. Available all days, all time, 24/7. Okay, wow. And the next point here is, you people can physically inspect the product before purchasing. You people can physically inspect. Inspect means you people can check over it. Check about the manufacturing date, expiry date, cost, amount, everything you people can do in the case of traditional commerce. Physically inspect before purchasing. But in this case, physically, you people can't physically inspect. It is quite impossible to do the inspection. Okay, wow. And the next point here is scope of the business is limited to a particular area. It's only certain area only this type of businesses can be done. It is limited to particular area. But in this case, yes, it is the scope of business is global. Scope is global for you people. Okay, wow. So these are the few points. Still we are having the points. First I repeat the first point, what it is: buying or selling the products, everything is by means of physically, but in the case of e-commerce everything is done electronically. The next point, communication between the merchant can be done, but in the case of e-commerce seeing the merchant is quite impossible. Next, to open the store all the time is also impossible. Here in the case of e-commerce all the products are available all days, all time. Next, physically inspect can be done. In the traditional commerce it cannot be in e-commerce. Next, it is limited to a particular area. Here the scope of the business is global. Yes, the next point is here the resource mainly focus on supply side. The person who is going to supply, there only the focus is here. So resource focus on supply side. But in the case of e-commerce, here the focus is mainly for demand side. Okay, wow. Yes, the next one here, the relationship is linear. Relationship is linear. Linear means one to one. Okay, wow, from one end to another. Here it is end to end. The relationship is end to end. And the next point is here one-way marketing. Only one person. Okay, wow. So here you are having one-way marketing. So here one to one person individually to another one person, that type of marketing is done here. And the next one is, yes, payment is by means of cash, check, cards. You people can do the payment by means of cash, card, checks, etc. But in this case it is mostly credit cards. Mostly it is credit cards and fund transfer. Yes, here in the case of traditional commerce, what it is? Yes, the goods are delivered instantly. So after inspecting everything, after paying the cash or check or card, you people can have the product immediately or instantly. But in this case, it takes time to transfer goods. Takes time to transfer goods. Yes, you people will be ordering from one place, but actually the goods will be available in another place, means it is quite impossible to have the product, or it is impossible to deliver the product instantly, that is immediately to you. So these are the comparison between traditional commerce and e-commerce. In the case of traditional commerce, resource focus mainly on supply side. The person who is going to supply, there only you people are going to have the focus. But in the case of e-commerce, the focus is mainly on the demand side. Demand means the person who is going to purchase that one. Here they are going to have linear means smooth relationship will be there. So in that case it is end to end. End to end means, so linear means from one point to another, so they both the persons can able to see them. But in the case of end to end, they will be or they can be at any corner of the world. Okay, so from one end to another end you are going to have a relationship. In traditional one-way marketing, just one person is going to market, many persons will be there. There is a possibility to have many persons. But in the case of e-commerce, one-to-one relationship marketing you will be having, that is only a single person is going to have a view of that certain product at that time. Okay, so the next payment can be done by means of cash, check, cards, etc. But in the case of e-commerce, mainly the payment is just by means of credit cards and fund transfer. And the next point, after doing everything, you people are going to have your product immediately or instantly in your hands. But in the case of e-commerce, it takes time to transfer goods. It take a lot of time to transfer goods. So clear with the points. What else we have discussed under comparison between traditional commerce and e-commerce? So what else we have discussed by today? Yes, by today we have completed what are the revenue models that are available. So totally we have discussed 8 revenue models, and next we have completed the comparison between traditional commerce and e-commerce. So clear with the topic. What else we have discussed by now? Yes students, remaining we can continue in the next class. Yes, thank you students.